All right, let's try this again. Good morning, everyone. I'm Peter Katz. I'm the CEO of the Mountain View Chamber of Commerce and your host for this morning. And I want to welcome you to our second annual Morning with the Mayor. It's springtime. It's a gorgeous day. A big change from last year where I think everybody had 16 overcoats on. Spring is in the air. Baseball is back. Well, sort of. We're hoping they'll have a better day today. And if there are any Yankee fans, I'm so sorry. But what this really is our chance for the first time in the new year to get together and gather and meet your colleagues, old and new. And that's one of the reasons why we always have an hour worth of mingling and everybody says, that's not enough time. I know that there's people in the audience who I know and haven't said hi to, so let me say hi again. It's great to see you. It's great to have you back. And it's really great to be able to kick off the year with such an interesting conversation. As you know, the Chamber of Commerce is not just the chamber, but we're also the Visitor Center, and we also manage the Downtown Business Association. So lots to do for the vitality of the town. Plus, we do a ton of advocating on behalf of our businesses locally, regionally, and even statewide. Of course, in addition to keeping you informed and networked, the Chamber also does community building programs. And on the placard on your table, you'll see a few of our programs that are coming up. First is Scholarship Mountain View. And I just want to give a special shout out. We have one of our recipients from Scholarship Mountain View here with us today. Please give her an applause. If you haven't had a chance to speak with her, please do. One of the most wonderfully spoken young women I've met. And she is unique, and yet she's not unique in that all of our recipients have this wonderful love for learning, have this wonderful passion for what they're going after, and have the ability to carry forward now that they are getting a scholarship. So we ask you, of course, to give generously. Leadership Mountain View is also in the house. Let me just see a show of hands. How many of you are LMV graduates? I see some of my classmates too, best class ever. For those of you who did not raise your hand, I encourage you to talk to the people who did. It's hard to explain what a wonderful community program this is. You get to meet all sorts of different businesses, nonprofits, schools. You meet our city council members, etc. It's the most amazing way to get connected to this city that I know of. So please seek them out. And finally, the Celebration of Leaders, our big party, happens on May 15th at the Ames Well. We have just started taking signups. It does sell out. So again, another pitch to scan those QR codes. Of course, none of this would be possible without our sponsors. El Camino Health is our presenting sponsor today, and we're going to hear from them in just a few minutes. We also thank our signature sponsors, Google and Intuit, and they were kind enough to send a quick video.
Farmers are using Google AI to optimize and find efficiencies, improving crop yields at farms across the country. This is a new era of American innovation. MLB is enhancing America's pastime with AI from Google Cloud, bringing new levels of analysis and insights to fans across the country. This is a new era of American innovation.
And of course, our host sponsor today is the Hyatt Centric Hotel. We want to thank Mark in the back and his amazing team for for not just a gorgeous breakfast, but a gorgeous setting. A number of people came up to me and said, I've never been here before. I hope you will be back. Because not only do we have wonderful events here, but there's a lovely restaurant downstairs, all sorts of amenities. This is one of the jewels of the area. And oh, by the way, one of today's topics is about the hospitality industry, so you're living it today. So thank you to the Hyatt Centric. Also, you see them all holding the cameras. KMVT is here, our local public television station. This is an amazing organization. They are live streaming right now. Hi, Mom. You know, we could not put on these events without their help, so thank you to KMVT. We also want to thank the Mountain View Voice, who is here today too, covering the event. Again, Mountain View Voice has gone to be a nonprofit after many years, and so we appreciate all that they do for our community. And our sincere thanks to our partner sponsors who demonstrate Mountain View's leadership in a wide array of industries: Aurora, Kaiser Permanente, LinkedIn, Neuro, PG&E, Presidio Bay Ventures, Recology, Stanford Medicine, Children's Health, US Bank, Valley Water, and the Village at San Antonio. And it just wouldn't be a celebration, a Morning with the Mayor if we didn't show you some of their latest.
There's no hockey without ice. There's no ice without water. And no water without Valley Water. Safe, clean water for Santa Clara County. Some people use water for more than just making hockey ice. Here's a partial list. Valley Water provides safe, clean water for Santa Clara County. For all this stuff and more. Guys.
You know what would be a better idea for healthcare? What if when your doctor sends you to another doctor, it didn't always have to be so far away?
Mom, it's right across the hallway.
The longest distance between all your healthcare needs is usually just a short trip. That's integrated care from Kaiser Permanente, a better idea for healthcare.
Where should Tina's apple core go? If she throws it in the green bin, it makes a huge difference. Unlike landfills, composting significantly reduces greenhouse gas emissions. It puts nutrients back into the food we eat, so things like apples are more nutritious. If we want a world without waste, that's within our grasp, but we must make composting part of our routine.
Neuro is a physical AI company building the world's most scalable AI driver. Our technology enables safe, scalable autonomy across a wide range of applications, from robotaxis to logistics fleets to personally owned vehicles. We've just signed and announced the world's largest AV partnership with Uber and Lucid, where Neuro will power autonomy in robotaxis across the globe, transforming how we move people and things through the world and saving millions of lives in the process.
On the front lines, you do the hard thing because it's the right thing.
Water down at mile marker 42. Stay safe out there.
On the front lines, you don't run from the storm, you run towards it. And you always have your neighbors' backs. All 16 million of them. PG&E, on the front lines for us all.
What to eat, what to wear. As a parent, you pick your battles. But sometimes your battles pick you. Like if your kid is diagnosed with something serious. That's when you want Stanford Pediatric Specialist on your side, with access to the best treatments, research, and techniques, all in pursuit of the best possible outcomes. Because while you can't always pick your battles, you can pick who to fight them with. Stanford Medicine Children's Health. Access to excellence.
All right. Let's have a hand for them. You know, we saw videos on health and healthcare, autonomous vehicles, sustainability, AI, and innovation. It all happens here. This is what makes Mountain View so special. We're also grateful to so many individuals for the work they do on behalf of our community, and I'd like to recognize some of them right now. We're first of all honored to have our regional elected officials represented in the audience. So from Congressman Sam Liccardo's office, Nicholas Hargis. From Senator Josh Becker's office, Isabel Augustine. And from Assembly Member Mark Berman's office, Kevin Fong. Our city council's in the house. Is Vice Mayor Chris Clark? There he is. Allison Hicks was going to be here today. Allison, did you make it? Okay. And of course, our mayor, Emily Ann Ramos. And please welcome our city staff. City Manager Kimber McCarthy. And can I have members of the city team wave their hands? There we go. From the El Camino Health District, I think I saw Julia Miller earlier. Yeah? There we go. And from Mountain View Wisman, Trustee Bill Lambert. Bill, I know I saw you earlier. There you go. From MVLA, we've got President Theda Corns. Theda? Vice President Vadim Katz. Boy, I hope I pronounced that name right. Trustee Catherine Vonnegut. And Superintendent Eric Volta. By the way, St. Francis, I think, is also in the house. Is Jason Curtis here? There he is. From Foothill De Anza, we have, is the Chancellor here? I thought I saw him earlier. There he is. Lee Lambert. Foothill President and Board Member, Christina Whalen. And De Anza President Omar Torres. By the way, I want to back up a moment here because I just noticed that I didn't mention that we have another council member in the house, Ellen Kamei. There you are. You snuck in behind me. All right. Finally, I want to recognize those who directly support our day-to-day operations. Members of the Chamber of Commerce Board of Directors are scattered around the room. Can I ask you to stand and wave? I also invited some folks from the Sunnyvale Chamber. Did they make it? Nope. Okay. Well, their loss. Okay. Let me go merrily through the slides, which I have missed doing here. Okay. This one I do want to stick on for just a moment here. Thank you to our volunteers and ambassadors who were helping out today, as you saw, even amidst having to take people away from the food that was on the far side and point you to our better food over here. But our volunteers and ambassadors, I can't say enough about them. These are tireless people who advocate and help and do everything on behalf of Mountain View and behalf of the Chamber. So thank you to our volunteers so much for everything that you do. And I have to thank our team. First of all, Marisol, are you here? Jane Reimer-Chishti, Marnie Lee, and Jesse would be here, but he is suffering from bronchitis and felt not good to infect a whole room of people. So we'll give a special clap to him too. Thank you all. So, look around the room at the wide range of businesses, nonprofits, government officials, and individuals who are here today. This diversity and engagement is what makes Mountain View so special, especially in these extraordinary times. Let's kick off things with our presenting sponsor and longtime community treasure, El Camino Health. Please welcome Chief Nursing Officer Cheryl Ranking.
Oh, thank you so much for having me and for partnering with El Camino Health this morning for this really critical event that we're having. Think back, those of you who can remember this long ago, probably very few of us in the room, 70 years ago. A group of people like this got together and said, we have a problem in this area. There were mostly apricot orchards sitting right where we are today. Way back when, more and more people were moving to Silicon Valley. And there wasn't a healthcare organization, a hospital, between Stanford and O'Connor. And so those concerned citizens, just like you all today, got together and said, we need a hospital right here in Mountain View. So that's what happened. The community came together and formed a coalition to ensure we had a hospital. Thus, El Camino Hospital was born back in the mid-50s, and in 1961, we opened our doors to provide care and assistance to members of this community, as well as our whole entire district. And I feel so blessed to have been able to join El Camino Health back in 1988, when the hospital was still pretty young at that point. And we've come a long way. So fast forward 65 years from when we opened, and today we're a nationally recognized and locally trusted and governed healthcare system anchored by our Mountain View main campus. Some of you may have been there, but also many multiple urgent care centers, specialty centers, and primary care clinics across Silicon Valley. We're a destination for care. Whether you need a specialized cutting-edge heart surgery, we have very advanced care in heart and vascular, and the highest quality cancer center you cannot believe. Amazing. The best place to deliver a baby. I don't know, all of you delivered a baby? I delivered 2 there, and some of you may have been born there who are in this room today. I know I meet new nurses and new staff that come and work at El Camino, and I ask them about where they're from. Oh, I was born here. That does make me feel a little bit old. But anyway, it's just a great place to have a baby. We have 5,000 births a year at El Camino Health. We also, for you Google folks, deliver the most Google babies. We call them little Googlers at El Camino. And we're also known for having a great primary care focus at El Camino Health and having physicians who really listen to their patients' healthcare needs. Now, one thing is we've seen our population grow older, and we are seeing that in the hospital setting. We've really tried to put some emphasis on delivering extraordinary care to our elders, and we have a new focus, actually, which we call age-friendly at El Camino Health, and it's an initiative we're working on where we have clinical champions throughout our organization focused on providing high-quality care for our older patients. It includes pharmacy, rehab services, case management, social workers, physicians, nurses. And this is a framework that's been outlined by the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid, and it involves what we call the 4 M's. The 4 M's for elders, and it focuses on ensuring that we have opportunities for our seniors to mobilize when they're hospital. We know that when seniors are not up and moving, they become deconditioned very quickly. So we have programs in place to ensure our elders are getting up and moving. And also focusing on a second M, which is medication. Medication, ensuring that elders are taking medications that are appropriate for them. Some medications cause a lot of confusion and delirium. And then finally, mentation, ensuring we're paying attention to the mental health and focus for our elders. And then finally, what matters? We are asking every elder that enters our hospital setting, what matters to them? What are their goals? And we want to make sure that they reach their goals. This framework has allowed us to just put evidence-based standards into place where we're causing no harm and aligning with those things that matter to our older adults and to their family members and caregivers. So partnering with the whole family to ensure we're providing that highest level of care. So this morning we're excited to enjoy a deeper dive into several sectors, including senior care, near and dear to my heart, financial services and hospitality, featuring local leaders in a conversation with our own mayor, Emily Ann Ramos. All of these things are quite different, yet we all work together to create the diversity that Peter talked about in our community and a sense of community, which makes Mountain View a very famous and beloved community right here in our region and around our country and around the world. So let's begin with a short video from the city, followed by comments from our mayor. Great video. Love it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, please welcome the Mayor of Mountain View, Emily Ann Ramos.
Making sure to press the big button. All right. Thank you, Ms. Cheryl, and thanks to El Camino Health for all you do for our community. And of course, thank you to Mr. Katz and the Mountain View Chamber of Commerce for bringing us together for Morning with the Mayor. So good morning, everyone. My name is Emily Ann Ramos. I'm the Mayor of Mountain View. And so, as you just saw in the video, which is a great video, so happy with it, there are so many ways to get involved, volunteer, and be part of building the Mountain View of tomorrow. And it's something that we'll all have to do together. Yes. All right. The City of Mountain View continues to expand the ways we're serving our business community. And this includes the Mountain View Neighborhood Small Business Center, which recently launched this year. And that's thanks to the Enterprise Foundation, a nonprofit organization, which received a grant from VTA through its Transit-Oriented Communities program. Now, with this funding, the Enterprise Foundation will deliver free small business advising and support services to Mountain View-based small businesses, entrepreneurs, and nonprofits over the coming years. The city is proud to have hosted SBC's kickoff event with over 45 businesses in attendance. So last year, our economic development team provided a direct support to 75 businesses. This assistance ranged from startup support and permit facilitation to resource and technical support referrals. To date, the Facade Improvement Grant Program has supported 14 small business projects. This support has included painting, new signage, architectural improvements, which is probably a really big favor of one of my colleagues, Councilmember Hicks. The grant program will provide more flexibility and financial support to Mountain View small businesses thanks to program updates approved by my council colleagues and me earlier this month. Also, a new business, Jumbi Matcha and Tea, received grant funds through this local program for signage for their new location at the Dean, located right across the street at San Antonio Road. I'm really liking how San Antonio is really, really shaping up. Another way we've been serving the business community is through the Business Ambassador Team. Now, this team continues to provide technical permitting support to new and expanding businesses. This multi-department team helps businesses navigate the permitting process and identify challenges early on. This is something we've been hearing a lot from businesses over the years, and we are really working actively to try to make that just a bit better so we could get some awesome businesses in our community. All right, now to economic vitality. Our city is implementing the economic vitality strategy, and we have more help to do so. The economic development team is now at full capacity with the hiring of our new economic development strategist, Tony Gomez. Wave. So Tony is joining us. We managed to poach her from the California Governor's Office of Business and Economic Development. So we're quite excited to have you with us. We continue to make this progress across each of our 5 goals of our economic vitality strategy. We are supporting our small businesses and advanced industries, revitalizing our commercial hubs like our downtown, and updating and streamlining our processes. Earlier this month, on March 10th, my council colleagues and I approved a number of small business zoning code updates. They include streamlining permit provisions for certain small footprint land uses, removing the change of use permit requirements, and reducing minimum parking standards for retail and personal services. Adopting this package of zoning code amendments allows the city to be more regionally competitive for certain local serving land uses and that are highly desired by our Mountain View community. This change better aligns the land uses with current retail service and market trends. It's really important that we have to stay flexible in this crazy environment that we are all in. It also makes code easier to administer by city staff, while also making it easier for the public to understand. You really shouldn't have to use a whole team of people just to understand how to open a business or have a business here. Mountain View continues to be the epicenter of innovations with growth in emerging sectors like autonomous vehicles and artificial intelligence. We are excited to welcome OpenAI to Mountain View, and with their recent leasing of space in our East Wisman neighborhood area. We've also seen 2 notable lease deals in downtown. Light Matter is moving into an 84,000 square foot space on Bryant Street, and ID.me is filling 31,571 square foot space on Castro Street. These latest lease deals reflect the developing trend of offices locating in downtown for urban amenities like retail, restaurants, coffee shops just outside their front door. Another note, Mountain View is ranked 3rd in a recent co-working cafe study for best small cities for building a big career. Our city received high marks for the median household income concentration of major employers and access to healthcare. So next slide. Now let's talk downtown. The city continues to invest in downtown as a safe, welcoming, and vibrant destination. Just over a year ago, we installed a decorative street treatment on Castro, adding color and sense of place to the downtown. Most recently, I was up there celebrating the grand opening for a downtown pop-up in collaboration with Moment. We are thrilled to support 4 creative micro businesses opening up a shop under the shared banner, "Don't Eat Me." They have really cute stuff. You should check it out. This spring, be on the lookout for the installation of pedestrian wayfinding signage, and the signs will feature visual designs celebrating Mountain View's character with imagery inspired by a rich history and surroundings. Over the next few years, several projects and public improvements are planned across downtown. To assist with keeping the public and business community informed, the city has launched a strategic communications initiative, Downtown MV in Motion. The intent is to strengthen outreach and visibility around upcoming construction and community projects. So we hope you pay attention to that. We continue to welcome new businesses to downtown. Over the last year, they included Nick the Greek, Made By, Fish With You, Love Glow, and Mr. Bao Kitchen, which I actually just ate at on Tuesday. I really love Shalom Bao. All right, now our cultural experience in public art. Mountain View's creative future is taking shape, and we're receiving a lot of input for our first public art strategy. This is a comprehensive 10-year roadmap that will guide how we experience art in our everyday lives in Mountain View. The initial feedback shows just how much our residents value a vibrant, art-filled city. Our over 700 community members provided input on where and what kind of art they wanted to see in Mountain View. Now, regarding the role of public art in our city, 63% of a survey respondents said the role is to provide opportunities for people to experience art that enriches their lives and brings a sense of whimsy and delight. This year, new art is being installed across the city. So watch for Bulliard art in the downtown, murals in Rankstor Park, and a sculpture in Evelyn Park. And I'm pleased to share that we, as a council, approved a new public art administrator position as part of the city's mid-year budget update in February. This position will be focused on implementing the public art strategy in growing public art in Mountain View. Now, we had some fun events recently, and we'll have fun events continuing this year. The goal for our 2026 Games activation include boosting local economic activity with increased foot traffic and visitor engagement, enhancing community engagement through city-sponsored and community-led events and activities tied to these global sporting events, and elevating the city's visibility through strategic marketing as we position Mountain View as a key destination for visitors and sports fans. So last month's activations for the Super Bowl, or what I like to call the Bad Bunny concert, we had over 8,000 views of our Business Fan Fest map promoting businesses and special deals. We also had a successful tailgate event with games, a band, and giveaways on the Saturday before the game. We're also working on our FIFA, I keep on getting this wrong, but the World Cup activities. We will collaborate again with the Mountain View Chamber of Commerce and to engage and promote our Mountain View businesses. The city is exploring hosting watch parties in our downtown, and we are collaborating with our local soccer organizations for activations creating opportunities to play in parks across the city. So this is a snapshot of how we've been working with our business community to build the Mountain View of tomorrow together. Thank you for being part of the Mountain View community.
Drop the magic wand. It's me. Thank you very much, Mayor. And could you please take a seat right in front of you there? That would be great. Thank you. I know I dropped the slide again. And now that we've talked about Mountain View from the city perspective, we want to bring in our business community panelists to give us a brief overview of their business area, what makes it special to Mountain View, and what is top of mind for the year ahead. Each of them will come up, give a short presentation, and then we'll have a conversation with the mayor. So first, from Toscana Memory Care, I'd like to welcome General Manager MJ Jain.
Good morning, everyone. Hopefully you guys have enough coffee for today, right? Before I introduce myself, my name is MJ, and I'm from Villa Toscana Memory Care Community. How many of you know about Frankie and Louise' pizza place? Raise your hands. Okay, I know it disappeared for a few years, right? And that's where the construction for Villa Toscana Memory Care placed in. That's where we are located. So if you know where Frankie Luigi was, that's where we are. And it's actually by the same owner who actually owns Villa Toscana Memory Care. Villa Toscana Memory Care, it's dementia care for older adults, those who were diagnosed with dementia, Alzheimer's, or any form of dementia. When it comes to dementia, people most often think that, oh, I'm forgetting things, do I need to go to a memory care? It's actually diagnosed dementia where people, they start losing ability to do things for themselves. For example, forget to dress, forget to bathe themselves, forget to brush their teeth. Just the daily things that we never actually think about when we get up first thing in the morning. That's where specialized memory care places like Villa Toscana comes in. We have trained care staff, those who get trained on how to work with residents, those who have dementia. It eliminates a lot of caregiving part on families or loved ones, those who are staying at home and taking care of their older adult parents, or those who have no idea where to reach out for help. We work with communities, and we work with El Camino Hospital, like hospitals. We work with different skilled nursing places. There are a lot of resources, actually. They reach out to us where they let us know how there are some families out there, those who have no idea where to reach for help when it comes to dementia. So I will invite you, all of you, we have time to time mixer where we invite people for educational seminars. We invite them to take a look at the place and see what it gives you back, It's not just a place where someone will come in and just stay for a few hours. It's a place where you live. You will have your own room. There's a 24/7 care available. If you need, you have on-site nurse available. You have someone who will cook clean food and nutritious food for you. But most importantly, why do they have to move to a memory care when they do have a home? That sometimes questions occurs. And reason behind it, it's the routine, it's the structure of life. And that's how you eliminate the process of getting that dip in dementia where all of a sudden you'll see your loved one going through fine every day, and all of a sudden you see they're not doing okay. To prevent that, it's a progressive disease, but it can eliminate this dip where by providing a structure, by providing things that can help them to grow and age in place. So I want to invite once again all of you to Villa Toscana Memory Care that is located in the heart of Mountain View downtown. Right next to, now they have a Georgia Italian that replaced Frankie Luigi. And that most importantly, the food is actually cooked in the same kitchen where Georgia Italian is. So thank you so much for having me today.
Thank you, MJ. And if you could have a seat next to the mayor, please. Given the fact that we have an aging community, not just here in Mountain View, but nationwide and at this podium, we're very, very pleased with to welcome Villa Toscana and to be talking about senior services today. Also important and on people's mind are financial services, and we'd like to welcome to the stage now Christian Ocampa, the bank manager for U.S. Bank.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Christian Ocampo. I'm the branch manager of Mountain View here off of Grant Road. Some of what we do day in and day out, we help our consumer and business customers with financial tools, giving access to banking services and also financial planning. That is a big part of what we do here at U.S. Bank, but we really leverage our personal approach when it comes to banking. So while we are a really large institution, we still thrive on building relationships with our clients.
Thank you, Christian. I'd like to add that one of the things that U.S. Bank does is a lot of small business lending. and really cater to the local community in that fashion. One of the things that we've seen in the banking industry is that there's been a tendency to dehumanize it. They are rehumanizing it. So with that, batting cleanup, we've got General Manager Dana Barfield from JDV by Hyatt.
Good morning, everyone. How are we doing today? Good morning, everyone. How are we doing today? All right. I'm a tone setter. Sorry, that's me. Thank you for being here today, Mayor. Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here speaking on this panel with my peers. My name is Dana Barfield. I am representing JDV by Hyatt today. The Hotel Levante is the property that I represent within the city of Mountain View, namely. It's located on El Camino Real, right at the heart of the city. JDV by Hyatt is a sect or a division of the lifestyle division of hotels within Hyatt, more of the boutique hotels that we call it. JDV is a group of properties designed to feel a bit less like your typical chain hotel and a little bit more reflective of the community and the environment that we're in. At our core, hotels like ours serve a simple yet critical role. We make this city accessible. We make it feel seen. We welcome business travelers who power the local economy, families that are visiting loved ones, and innovators who come here to build, invest, and collaborate. For many of our guests, our hotel is the first and last touch point that they have within the city. Beyond lodging, we support many local jobs, generate significant amounts of tax revenue. I'm sure that the mayor's happy about that. And partner with local vendors, restaurants, and other organizations. Especially in a city known for innovation, as Mountain View is, hotels become informal hubs. It's places where people meet, where relationships are formed, and where ideas are exchanged. In that sense, we're not just hosting visitors at our property. We're supporting the ecosystem that feeds and keeps the city connected to the world. At the same time, our industry is navigating some meaningful challenges, many of which intersect directly with city policy and community planning. First is workforce sustainability. Hospitality relies upon skilled, service-driven employees, yet affordable housing and long commutes make it increasingly difficult for workers to live near where they work. Second, we're adapting to shifting travel patterns. Business travel has changed, and hotels must now be more flexible, serving fewer traditional conferences, but more hybrid meetings, longer stays, and leisure guests that expect more than just a hotel stay. They're looking for personalized experiences. And finally, there's a challenge of operating responsibly. From rising costs and supply constraints to the increasing expectations around sustainability, accessibility, and community impact. These challenges aren't unique to hotels at all, but they reflect the broader pressures facing cities and employers alike. Despite these challenges, we remain optimistic. Hotels are resilient by nature. We adapt quickly, we serve the people, we reflect the communities around us. With thoughtful collaboration between city leadership, employers, and residents, hotels can continue to be strong economic and cultural partners. We're proud to be part of Mountain View at Hotel Levante, and we look forward to continuing this conversation on how hospitality and city leadership can grow together.
Thank you, Dana. And as Dana mentioned, the hospitality industry is really critical to the success of Mountain View in so many ways. And yet it's one of our industries that's been slowest to recover. And so we're delighted to have Dana come up and speak today. We're also delighted to show off the hotel of the Hyatt Centric here. And again, we also have the Ameswell Hotel represented here. These are really important parts of our community. So with that, let's get the conversation started. So I'm going to hand the microphone over to Mayor Ramos, and let's begin.
Thank you, Mr. Katz. Let's begin with MJ with Toscana Memory Care. So in Mountain View, roughly 1 of 10 residents is 65 years or older. In our community, we continue to see the need for specialized care for Alzheimer's and other forms of dementia. Now, MJ, it takes a special kind of person to provide this care, which is available right here in Mountain View. Is this a growing career field, especially as the baby boomer generation gets older? And do we have the local workforce to support it?
I'm so glad you asked me this question. So it is a very specialized kind of care needed and special person to care for residents, those who have dementia. Actually, over here, I have my, salesperson here too, and we always talk about one of the best part about our community is being with resident. That just is the highlight of the day. Villa Toscana is one of the specialized memory care in Mountain View, and we do have a lot of actually people, those who work for Villa Toscana. I wish there was more local, employees we could hire, but most of them actually do live approximately 40 to 50 minutes away from here. And reason being, once again, not affordability part of it, where they live and not. We do hire those who are, those who have some sort of experience in the past, so they can work with us and train well to provide the care our residents need. Yeah.
All right. Now, many of us have aging parents. What are some signs to look for in someone who may need assistance and can find it through a facility like yours?
Signs are everywhere. We can see, as we are aging, we are all forgetful time to time. Other day I forgot, where I parked my car. And if you think about it, it's funny, but at the same time, it's not. I am from the same industry, and I came out from the grocery store, and I'm thinking, where did I park my car? And for a second, it just kind of flashed back everything. Is that how it starts things? I don't know how it will start and how you would tell the initial signs, but it's scary if you think about it. It scared me to even just go there for a second and feel what they might be feeling. So resident, those who live with us, they can't remember sometimes, even 30 seconds what they did, So some of the signs to look for is just check in with them often if they live alone. Make sure they're eating properly, make sure they have taken bath, and just don't check on the phone. Make sure you go and check in with them in person. Have they changed their clothes, because you might not be able to tell actually. They will have a full conversation with you and you won't be able to tell they have dementia or not. Get regularly checked, make sure they're getting their physical activities in, make sure they're getting their nutritious diet in. And you will see some signs. Don't wait for the last minute where they have dementia and they actually just elope from home. That's one of the riskiest thing we actually always heard. So look for those signs. Yeah.
All right, thank you for that. Now, according to the National Institutes of Health, it's estimated that 42% of Americans over the age of 55 will eventually develop dementia. Now, from your perspective, what are some approaches that have been most successful in promoting healthy aging?
I think we all know it's number one is stress. So don't stress, it's hard
Good
not
luck
to
with
stress. It's hard not to stress, right? But stress management, I would say personally, is one of the things I have actually known that I've been doing this for 20 years. Some of you might say what experience I have. So I've been talking to a lot of families, and even in my family, I have someone who gone through the same thing, and I could tell that person was always stressed, So stresses would be the number one thing, and always exercise. It won't hurt, to exercise every day. Just be active. Make sure you're stimulating your brain, not just by sitting in front of TV and just stressing with work and whatnot. Give yourself time. Choose yourself first, Make a choice, say that I'm gonna take care of myself first before I can take care of anyone else. Food, So 3 things, if you just go with that: stress management, exercise, and what you eat. It's one of the most important things. And then you can't really beat genetics sometimes, but at the same time, you can delay the progression by joining places like Villa Toscana, where we actually do have approach where we have certain activities that help you to stimulate your brain synapses, where it helps you to continue at what stage you are for a long time instead of declining sooner. So
That's great. We also have a wonderful free community shuttle, so you can walk to the shuttle and then take it to and buy stuff from our local small businesses, so we get wonderful tax revenue. So thank you, MJ. And now is the time to hear from Christian Ocampo with U.S. Bank. Now, Christian, banks like yours can help people plan for the future financially, whether personally or as a business. How is technology helping U.S. Bank better address the customer needs locally?
Yeah, well, I mentioned it earlier. One of the things that we do really well is fostering relationships. So we have an amazing online platform for our customers. However, we proactively engage with them in what we call a digital to human connection. In addition to that, you mentioned business customers. We help our business customers access to capital, which is really important, specifically as tariffs have impacted Mountain View. A lot of business customers were seeking some guidance. So we were able to help a lot of business customers with access to small business loans, also loans like the diversity lending program, which is catered to veterans, women, and also people of color.
That's wonderful. Now, Christian, what do you wish the public knew about the financial services that are available through U.S. Bank?
Yeah, well, we're actually a large bank, and we really do it all. So regardless whether it's a consumer or a business, we can help every single client at whatever stage they're in, whether that's saving, investing, planning for retirement, or even just helping them grow their business.
All right. And as many of as many people in this room are aware, Mountain View is committed to providing more housing in our community, especially for low and middle income households. What are some home buying programs available through U.S. Bank that can help people get into new homes?
Yeah, so I have a passion for homeownership. So this particular, I also offer a homeownership seminar. So if anyone wants to take it, I'm more than happy to send that information. But we have a program called the American Dream Mortgage. It's essentially a way to help customers get into a new home with lower down payment. We also offer a program like the FHA program, which allows customers to do like 3% down on a home, and we try to connect them with local programs that can help them with down payment assistance. Specifically, what we see in our area is the down payment is the biggest obstacle for for our mortgage or for our customers that are coming in to homeownership.
It's wonderful. Now they're going to have a lot of opportunities to do that because in our last couple council meetings, we have approved a number of housing projects, especially ownership housing projects. So if y'all want to be a homeowner, we're starting to get that path out for you. So let's see. Thank you, Christian. Now let's hear from the general manager of Hotel Avante, Dana Barfield.
Thank you.
Dana, your hotel is conveniently located on El Camino Real with easy access to all the major employers in Mountain View. Now, what trends are you seeing with business travel and conference requests?
Yeah, I would say that what we're seeing more so nowadays are more of the hybrid meetings, more so than the large conferences that we did in the past. There's still some folks and some companies that still have some work from home orders and things like that. But overall, business travel has been quite sporadic over the past couple of years. We see it in bunches. It'll hit really hard for 1 week, and then next week you have no idea what's going to happen. So corporate travel in itself across the country from here to New York has been, I would say, very spontaneous, very short term. As far as meetings go, hotels are definitely ramping up more so to hold the Googles, the Apples that are in the area that can't house the meetings on campus at their facilities. And of course, given that we know the constraints of folks working from home and having hybrid meetings and budgets being where they are, we're being flexible definitely with the food and beverage packages that we can offer and all the other amenities that we can offer to a group that wants to come in and bring a bunch of rooms instead of the individual reservations that we normally get.
Now, what would you say makes Mountain View uniquely attractive to both leisure and business travelers other than being the best city?
I echo that for sure. I would say that Mountain View is the intersection between innovation and community focus. So our hotel plays into that for sure. I believe that everything that we do at the hotel with our guests, we provide a resource that Google necessarily, sorry to talk about Google guys, but sometimes you can't get that firsthand eyewitness sort of testimony. So the hotel acts as the concierge for a lot of the guests that come in. For business clientele, they may be flying in from far reaches, been on an hour flight for many, many hours, and we're the first face that they really get to see and have a conversation with. So we set the tone, as I mentioned before. We set the tone for a lot of things that happen with that guest when they come into the city, whether they're here for work or whether they're here to play.
Now, it's been a big year for major sporting events in the Bay Area. As I mentioned earlier, we had our Bad Bunny concert with the little football game in the middle of it last month. Now, this summer, we have the I still
World
can't
Cup.
get this FIFA
World Cup.
World Cup coming.
Soccer stuff, yeah.
Soccer. Sports. Let's go sports. With soccer matches being played at Levi Stadium. Now, hotels in the area will see an increase in visitors from across the country and outside the U.S. who are here to cheer on their favorite soccer team. What does it mean for hotel and the tourism industry when something of this magnitude comes into town?
That's a wonderful question because I received it right before Super Bowl 60 came to town. And folks say, oh, my goodness, you're going to be so busy. You're going to be so busy. We love that. We want the business. And the difference between these events happening that bring such a huge magnitude of guests to the area is that these folks are coming here for fun. You know, they're coming here to play. And a lot of them probably haven't been to the Bay Area, let alone Mountain View in their lives. So it's our opportunity to be ambassadors, to be the spokesperson for the city, to tell them about the cool spot. I mean, Red Rock is my favorite coffee shop in downtown Mountain View, right?
Beloved.
Try the affogato, I'm telling you, it's great. But we can speak to having a beer at Eureka. We can talk about the restaurants along Castro. We can speak to, you know, the places where you're able to run and to maybe just to the quickest way to the freeway, you know, if you need to go somewhere, you're trying to get to the city for whatever reason. We're able to speak to all those things. We're able to say, this is what we like to do, you know, as we're experienced hoteliers, and we're the spokespeople or the voice for the city. So we're able to definitely, I would say, pinpoint exactly what this guest is looking for when they're here for their stay, and being able to be that person they can rely upon throughout the rest of their stay.
Well, thank you, Dana, as well as MJ and Christian, for your very candid answers and for providing more insights to the important work you're doing that benefits our community. So, Mr. Katz, I believe we're ready for you for our lightning round questions.
All right, this is the lightning round where we ask a few quick questions and you get 30 seconds to answer, so be on your feet. I will say that these are not ones that you would have seen on your SATs, but okay. So I'd like to ask our panelists, if one of our attendees came into your business this afternoon, what would you show them? And Dana, let's start with you.
Everything. Hotel Levante is not the largest hotel in the world. It's 91 rooms and 4 floors. So I could actually take a person through a tour of the hotel within 5 minutes. I think I've timed myself tomorrow, maybe about 5-7 minutes. But I would show them just about everything from the rooms, the product itself, the fitness. And I would definitely take them outside and show them, like, you know, it is El Camino. The hustle and bustle of El Camino can be a little bit intimidating if you're a traveler from outside the area. But I can tell you exactly where I like to go run in the mornings. I can tell you where the local supermarket is, or the restaurant that you're looking for, a really good sushi place is within walking distance as well. So, yes, I would do the interior as well as the exterior.
Well, I'm in banking, so I will offer or show everybody the financial tools that we have, whether that's saving, investing, etc. Just all depends really on what the client needs. So that's what we would offer at my bank.
I would say all I need is your attendance, and Villa Toscana speaks for itself. You walk in and you'll feel like home. You don't need anything else. I mean, we have amazing food there. We have gorgeous room if you want to stay there with your loved one. We have amazing team. You will overall fall in love when you walk through those doors, and most importantly with our residents. you will come in there and you'll say, oh my God, now I see what MJ was talking about, therapy or stress. It just goes away as soon as you hug one of those residents, So do that for your therapy, it won't cost you anything.
Thank you. And I now have a lightning round question to start with the mayor. What are you most excited about for 2026? And it's World Cup.
The world, I'm excited. I'm excited for a number of things that are coming before council, actually. And it's things like our community ownership action plan, where we're looking at having more housing built in Mountain View, more housing for our residents and for future residents. I want so many people to move to Mountain View. Anyone I meet, and if they don't live in Mountain View, they should be in Mountain View. And if they already live in Mountain View, that's wonderful, because that means that they're a very smart person and made correct decisions. Then that's kind of what I'm looking forward to the most in my city.
It's not World Cup? Oh, anyway.
I don't really sport, that's the problem.
Wonderful answer, though. And of course, housing is the answer to every question these days. So thank you for that.
Peter.
All right.
I have a light round for you as well. When is the next event?
The next event is May 15th, Celebration of Leaders at the Ameswell Hotel. Thank you. All right, last question. And that is, we all know that Mountain View is the best place to live, work, and play. What do you love to do in town when you're not working? And let's start with the mayor and work our way across.
I like eating, and I love the restaurants here. I mentioned that I just tried Mr. Bao's Kitchen this last Tuesday. I love Sushi Tomi. I love so much food. So please eat lots of food here. To a degree, don't overdo it, but like eat so much food here.
I second that. She stole my line. I love to eat. Although I'm not from Mountain View, I don't live here.
You could always come. We built
yes.
a lot of new housing.
Well, I work here, so I would say actually I spend more time here than actually where I live. But I come here every week, with my family. We stay right on Castro. We have tried all the restaurants, Blue Line Pizza, Crave Vine, all the Mediterranean places, so food is something that I adore, and I would say, this is what I do in Mountain View. And of course, there's a movie theater right by the shoreline, so we watch a lot of movies there too. It's beautiful, yes.
I think we have a room full of foodies. So definitely eating out on Castro Street. Also, I do enjoy going for a quick run from time to time when I'm in the area. Outside of that, I like to connect with my small business customers within the area, show them the support as well, connecting with them.
That's a great answer. I would say my favorite thing to do within Mountain View, since we're such a short walk to it, Sylvan Park has a couple of barbecue grills. And I'll take the housekeeping team and some of the other operations leaders from our property, and we'll walk over to Sylvan Park, especially when the weather's really great like it has been recently. And we'll have a barbecue over there, for an hour or so, just to take a little break away from the norm and from all of the cleaning and things that we do to keep our hotel upright. So Sylvan Park is definitely a place where we like to frequent and hang out.
Fantastic. Thank you. And since MJ threw me the mic on one, I'll just say my favorite, I'm a Stevens Creek guy. And I also have a 4-year-old golden retriever who likes to go for 8-mile walks. Hey, guess how long the Stevens Creek Trail is? Perfect. I want to thank our panelists, especially our mayor, but also MJ, Christian, and Dana for today. It's really great to gain more insights into, what's going on in our business community, what's going on in our community at large, and really the ecosystem that we all live in here. And so, again, I encourage you to explore as much as possible, to talk to our folks, to talk to each other, because that's what builds a community. I want to thank our sponsors for their amazing efforts. I want to thank City Council and City staff for their efforts. I want to thank our staff and everybody here in this room. So, with that, thank you all. Buckle up and drive safely.